Okay, welcome back, guys. And in this tutorial, well, basically in the last tutorial we end up somewhere here, just somewhere here, and okay, now we are having a little pop-up here, which means tips of the day. So what Android Studio does for us is that whenever we launch it, it gives us a tip of the day which we can learn from, and to get to know how we can use Android Studio and be familiar with Android Studio performance. So also, like pressing the same shortcut after you have invoked smart type completion when a collection type is stuff like, you can just read through this and click next steps to go to the next steps to read and read and read and read. Also, you can, if you don't want these tips to be showing, you don't want all these tips, you can click um you can unmark this, or so, but you need to mark it, make sure it's marked, so that every time you run Android Studio you will find these tips useful for yourself. So click tip next tips. So anytime you click next tips, it takes you to the next tips, to on and on and on. You can also go to the previous tips and so on. So now if you close this, now let's click close. And now if you want this tip window, you can also go here, help. When you go to help, you'll find it in here, um, tip of the day. So when you click it, it comes up again. So that a little functionality of Android Studio. So now let's talk about these things that is happening under this window here. So whenever you create a new project, Android Studio starts synchronizing these projects together, and you'll see that it will be running as if like a command prompt. And as you create your project, you just wait a little while for your Android Studio to synchronize and put all the settings together for your project. And now we can see down here, also we can see scanning files to index also. So just wait for a little while. And now let's talk about other stuff here. So this is how, whenever you just create a project in Android Studio, this is how Android Studio looks like. So after building and configuring all the builds, Android Studio will modify this look. It will modify it and set it for your project. Okay, so let's just wait for this. And okay, so now you can see that Android Studio modified the look of our IDE. So now let's check about all these components we are seeing here. So in this place, we call this toolbar, this side, this one, this one, we call it toolbar. And toolbar, what this toolbar gives us is that it gives us everything we need to run Android device, run our Android application, and that's what it does. So in this also we have a section here which gives us a kind of layout of our application that we can just navigate through, just give us a consistent way of open our application folder here. So what about this? This is the same thing as let me say a little like what is we are having up here. You can see app, which we have up here. You can see manifest. You can also, all those stuff are also up here. So this place is where we choose whatever we want to display. Like this main activity is clicked, and that's what we are seeing over here. And this is where we choose with the file we want, the project we want to open, any file we want to open. It's called the project tab. So it's gone. So how did I did that? So this place called project is where I clicked. Now if you want that window to come, so okay, now when you click it, the project files shows up. And also you can also go to resource manager and explore about resource manager, go to build variant and go to structure, and so on and so on. We are going to talk about all other stuff. So now let's come to this. This place is called the build operations let me say log, where we can see our build log. We can see like my application sensed successfully, started Gradle, daemon, run, build. And also we can also get to see some error if there's an error also here. And also here also we can also find we can also be seeing some error from here. So here is just the build when we are building our application, and here we can also find some error, and some also the error also shows in the build side. And if you go down here, you can see event log. So whenever there's an event, whenever we are building an application, there was an event that occurs, we will see it here. And when you click it, event log, it shows up something. You see project setup started, Gradle sync finished, 2 minutes 50 and stuff like that. Synchronize only active variant. You can disable this experience feature from stuff like that. So any event that goes up here, it shows up here. And also you can also cancel some windows. Okay, let me talk about this before I talk about that. Now this place is our editor layout, where we edit our stuff, like maybe create a button or type or modify our codes and other stuff. This is where we work in Android Studio. We can also customize it to a very larger space. So now if you want to remove a window from Android Studio window, you can just click on this minus sign here. Okay, now the window is lost, and we can see click event log and it comes back lost. And if you want to remove this also, you can click on lost. Okay, so how do we get that back? When you go down to your Android Studio, in the left bottom you will see a little a paper. Then when you go up, you see build, and when you click on build, the window also pop up. So this is the name of the window, build, so that you get to know that this is build over there. Okay, now you can see it build from here. Okay, now so in the next tutorial we will try to run this application here, and this is our project, and create an application and this default application. And now I'm having just a little minute going. Okay, now we are going to talk about this two packages, two stuff here, and then see me in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like my videos. Also you can comment if you have any difficulties in whatever you are seeing here. And this is just the layout editor. Also, okay, we also have something here. When you click on this activity main XML here, we will also find something here which is a preview of our Android app, but we are going to explore about that. It's just everything looks weird now, but see me in the next tutorial. Go to your main Java activity Java. Okay, don't forget to subscribe.